Hey there, I'm Tiffany Lord, corporate yoga coach and founder of Love Asana, and I wanted to come in and drop some knowledge about props, specifically blocks. So there's a lot of debate in the yoga world about whether or not to use props, and I just find them to be super fun. Like, they can help you get into postures that you may not otherwise be able to access. They can also create a little bit more challenge depending on how you use them. But all blocks are not created equal, so I just wanted to show you a few. A thick foam block, a thin foam block, and then a thin-ish thin foam block that has cutouts to use as handles. Really, this is the one that I typically use the most. The reason you would want to get a thicker block or a bigger block or a denser block is to help hold the weight of your body. So these thin ones though are nice for someone who doesn't need a lot of height. You just need some support, just a gentle lift off of the floor, right? This is also a good one to use when you don't want to have like a huge amount of weight for something to add more challenge, like to a reverse crunch. So if you put this on your feet, it just helps you keep awareness in your feet as you lift the hips up off the ground, right? Versus adding weight, which the thicker your block, the denser your block, like a cork block, will definitely add weight to that to make it even more challenging. And again, I said adding this in between the thighs. So in something like even mountain pose, where we're trying to put a block in between the thighs to create a little more engagement through the inner thigh muscles, the adductors. So for some people, this thin block will be the better option than putting something like this thicker block in there, which I can do, but it definitely takes my feet out a little wider than my hips. So let's just talk about the blocks that have these cutouts here that you can use as handles. I like to talk about using a block as a standing balance challenge to just create a little more challenge here as you stand in maybe a tree pose, or as you move from something like a one-leg Tadasana into an airplane. And then when we would use it to help us access a posture, so think about bringing the floor up to you. So that's just a quick overview of why blocks and different kinds of blocks that you can use, even though of course this is not the extensive list of different block options, but it's a good start. So know that you can reach out to me at loveandasana.com with any questions you may have about blocks or any other props and how to use them in your practice. Thanks so much for joining. Take care. Be well.